Hi, Tom Trento here on X with you every day, 1 p.m. East Coast time for 7 minutes. Thank you for giving us 7 minutes of your time. We promise to provide information to help America think better again and be victorious on November 5, 2024. Yesterday, had my whole day planned. Then I was shown a poster early in the morning, and I came up with a big idea for today's show. Campus protests destroy.
And honestly, it is scary when you hear the loud bangs. I've never been in a war zone, but I can only imagine that it sounds like this because it is insane. It is so chaotic. It is dangerous. When they toss that fire extinguisher in this direction, that could have hit any one of us. Obviously, that was meant for the CHP officers. It is just a dangerous situation. And again, I just wish the crews would peacefully give up so that no one gets hurt. And it doesn't appear to be the case.
Campus protests destroy. This is the poster that I was given. And, well, why don't I show you how my day changed? Check this out. Never know what's going to happen. This morning I woke up to go to the doctors and all this stuff, and I'm with this guy here heading on campus to tape a Hamas rally at FAU of all places. It looks like, how many cop cars?
I believe there are 12 Florida Highway Patrol and about another half a dozen FAU and a mobile command center.
A mobile command and undercover cars.
45-foot trailer.
So Damon Rosen and I go on the campus of Florida Atlantic University, and it hit me, and we've been doing this a long time. United West has been on many campuses over 17 years and very tense situations. It hit me that that these campus protesting groups, primarily the Muslim jihadis and the communists right now, the Antifa communists and Queers for Palestine, these are their names. These are the groups that were there. They have made a business. They've created a business out of destroying and deconstructing capitalism and whiteness in America. They don't have a worldview, a Weltanschauung, a driving philosophy of life that is constructive, that creates, that builds. Completely the opposite. Let's stipulate to the Muslims and to the communists, you guys win. Now we're out of your way. Israel's out of your way. The United States is out of your way. Go ahead, build paradise as you see it. What are the Muslims going to build? They're going to build a totalitarian state built on Sharia law that controls every aspect of every person's life. In fact, smart Muslims run away from the 56 Muslim countries, many of whom try to implement the Sharia. And where do they run? To the West, to Europe or the United States. And what do? They get on the campuses and they try to knock down Israel and the United States that welcome freedom and build Sharia here in the United States. It makes no sense. But they have a business out of destroying, not producing. You see, the campus protesters have no productive, creative, positive view of life, so their business is to destroy. And we see that whenever we go on a campus. Now, I want you to take a look at some of our involvement with some of the students there, and then I'll have a closing thought. Check this out. I would hear you better. I have a little.
Oh, sure, absolutely.
Yeah, there you go. Because it kind of gets muffled. That's a good one too for COVID. So, what do you want to do with all this information? As you're going to be a historian, teach.
I would like to teach. Yeah.
So, what do you want to teach?
I'd like to teach high school. You know, the more people know about history, the more people can understand the truth of things. You know.
Now, history's cool.
Yeah.
If you had a history class, and they said, "Explain that stuff going on in Israel," what would be your succinct, encapsulated 2-sentence answer?
2 sentences is just not enough. I've tried doing it in 2 sentences. I need half an hour.
A good teacher
minimum.
could do that.
That, you know what, that is true.
You get a little tagline out, and then you build on it. So if you had to just break it down.
The Jewish people, beginning in the early 20th century, started immigrating to Palestine, displacing Palestinians, and this process has been ongoing for, I mean, we say 76 years, that's when Israel was founded, but the process has been going since the 20s, really, with the Balfour Declaration.
I want you to pay special attention to Damon Rosen talking to one of the protesters regarding the Nakba, which is May 15th, which was yesterday, the catastrophe of the United Nations and the world recognizing on May 14th, 1948, that Israel deserves to have a Jewish state. Check out this conversation.
Okay, so you want to know what Nakba means, right?
Catastrophe.
So you believe that the formation of the state of Israel was a catastrophe?
Yes.
Tell me why you think the formation of a Jewish state is catastrophic.
Because it led to the displacement of several hundreds of thousands of Palestinians.
Well, first of all, do you know why they were displaced?
I mean, it comes down to the partition in 47, really, but even then, we still see Jewish militias, the Irgun, Stern Gang, displace more Palestinians outside of the partition.
The majority of the displacements were because the invading armies told the Arab population to leave your houses. We're going to go drive the Jews into the sea, and then you could come back and get your house. What happened is those invading armies ended up losing, okay? And the original line from 1948 moved a little bit, okay? Yeah, it moved a little bit.
So our engagement with the students, if they would talk to us, was limited, and I noticed, sadly, they seem to be losers in life and just trying to find some sort of identity. Well, check out how Damon Rosen sums up our time there yesterday at Florida Atlantic University in Boca Raton, Florida.
It was underwhelming. There were probably 2 to 3 times as many law enforcement officers as there were protesters.
Ron DeSantis, our governor, has cracked down immediately. No camping on public schools. It can be done if the state has the will, if the leaders have the will. And why that's important? Because these people are destructive. They plan on destabilizing the election by our big idea, campus protesters who are inherently destructive. Have a wonderful day.